Hey, I'm Ross with Sky Management, and there's something in the apartment business that we are all too familiar with, and that is broken mini blinds like these. If you have pets in your home, or if you own properties like we do, then you've probably seen a lot of these around your house, and I'm going to show you how to fix one without actually replacing it. In fact, we're not even going to take it off the wall. We're going to leave it hanging here. This works for both the corded and non-corded. Since they've done away with the corded ones, we've switched a lot of ours over to the cordless push up and down ones. So the trick to doing these is to pull it down all the way, open it up, and there's a string that runs down the middle of each side. That middle string is the string that pulls it up and down. And you want to take some clips. You can use clothespins. I've got these binder clips because it's just what we had in the office. You could possibly use a paper clip, but I'm not sure if that one would be strong enough or not. So we're going to take the binder clip up to the top, and we're going to clamp it on to that middle string so that it can't get pulled back up through. And that should give us the play we need down here at the bottom. So with the binder clips up on top, it doesn't retract back up. It's holding it in the down position. So take the bottom of this, and it helps. If you have a little screw or nail or something, there's a string that comes out this bottom hole, and you can kind of dig it out of there. There's a knot in it. So there's one on each side. There's one on this side, and there's one over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to untie these strings so that they'll pull back up through here, and then we'll be able to take this broken one out and the bottom one from down here and replace the broken one with this bottom one. I've untied the knots on both sides of mine. I would note that you could cut these off. The problem is when you're tying them back together, they need to remain the exact same length. So if you're going to cut some of, just cut the knot off, that's okay, but you need to make sure you cut the same amount off of both sides so that they're the same, because when you tie the knot in there, if they're not the same, then it's always going to sit crooked on the way up and down. Okay, so we've got the knots out. We're going to go up to our bad blind here and just pull these strings out. And that old one will come right out of there. Now be careful, because the rest of these are loose now, and if you slide them all around, it'll be harder to get it back in. I'm going to take the last one off the bottom, or if you have other sets of blinds that are torn up, you can piece them out. That helps. Slide it back in place. Now you're going to feed the string back through all the holes. One thing you can do is crunch several of them up together and feed them through, half a dozen at once. Saves a little bit of time. Now that we've run the string and fed it down through each blind individually, you just run it through the bottom piece, same as how it came out, and tie a knot back in there. The knot needs to be big enough to not pull back through the hole. All right, with the knots tied off at the bottom, you can now remove the binder clips and give it a try. Seems to be working. And that saved us about $30.